In this episode, we will be looking at the benefits of marriage for men. This includes relevant captions from the users. And if you want to see more compilations like these, they are on the screen. Ideally, this episode will meet you well.
Somebody's son, gather here. For the men, when are we going to talk about how marriage also benefits men too? Hey! Did you know statistically married men live longer than single men? Did you? Right there. We're talking about the ones that are ready for marriage. Don't invoke serpentine spirit in your soul to comment already. Yep, they report higher levels of life satisfaction. They even report higher incomes compared to unmarried men. Imagine. Bros, wait now. Even though it's true, you're not married. Do I have to die to know about that? Okay. But this is the reason why we are here. Here comes somebody's overgrown embryo of a son that will say, there's no need to hurry. It's only women that have to hurry. Are you playing? Right there. Mr. Dusty will say women are affected by biological clock. Do you think men are not affected by biological changes too? Yeah! You think your sperm count or libido will be the same 20 years from now? Some unfortunate men will say the older a woman gets, the poorer her choices. You as a man, you think your choices are increasing when you're 50, 60. Should we tell you? Forever bachelor. Dear Mr. Snail, you think when you're 50, the woman your age will be waiting for you? Oh no! Right there. You think that the women who are 20-something will be looking for you because of love? Fantasy! Again, this is for the men who are waiting, saying, we got time, we good. Don't be slow! What shall it profit for the Christmas with white beards and you are already looking for somebody who is a quarter of your age and none of you can relate to each other? Connection missing! Then you open your dusty.
The most powerful men you'll meet are married. Marriage is more than a piece of paper. Kids deserve to grow up with both their parents. They need to see an example of a leader. A two-parent healthy household can save generations. Don't fall for the nonsense.
Powerful man you can come across is a family fucking man. A family guy. A family guy is somebody who takes his damn job as a man, as a father, as a husband, serious. That is somebody who understands the mission. That is somebody who wants to make sure his family doesn't hurt for nothing. And that means his work ethic and his drive is going to be through the roof because he knows he's the provider of his foundation. A strong man is a man with a woman by his side. Think about it. Most successful people you see online or the big time successful people are married. Now, I know what y'all gonna say in the comments. Fuck that marriage shit, bro. You're gonna lose everything. Fuck that shit. Hey, this is why you gotta stop thinking with your penis and start looking at women for who they really are. Is she intellectual enough to be my wife? Or is she going to be the nurturer that I need, especially for the family, the balance that I need to meet the qualifications of a wife? And I already said this before, y'all get caught up on these big booty Miami girls, strippers and stuff. See, that's y'all problem. Y'all think with lust and not love. When two people love each other, like, hey, I want what's best for you, you want what's best for me, we're going to come together, we're going to build, boom, like a volcano erupting in Hawaii. Please don't let that happen. A family man is important for society, especially in the black community, and that is one of the biggest reasons why we kind of declined. And I know what people are going to say. Oh, I see a lot more fathers now. You know, there's a lot more active fathers. That's cool and all. But how many fathers are actually inside the house with the woman he loves, married, raising the kids together, so that way the kids can see how mom is treated. That way the kids can see how a man is supposed to operate. So that way they'll know, as in, no matter if it's a son or a daughter, the son would know how to move as a man, the daughter would know how to move as a woman, and they both know how to go, and they can pick from the parents and go, okay, I like this, but I'm not going to do this when I get older, XYZ. It's really hard to concentrate out here when you're dealing with so many distractions. And one of the biggest distractions and one of the biggest downfalls a man can have is lust and not being able to control what he's trying to bring in the bedroom. A man got to be able to control that. It's okay to be a family man. It's okay to be married and happy and ducked off. Don't have to be miserable. To be quite frank, I think I was pretty miserable in my younger stages when I was out and about clubbing, when I was out and about drinking, when I was doing my thing, just talking to different women, doing what I gotta do. That shit is fucking dead. I'm not telling you guys to rush and get into a relationship. What I'm telling you guys is pick the right partner. And I tell you, well, how do I know which one is the right partner, big bro? Easily. You need to figure out their love language for one. Boom. Now you know what you're dealing with. Secondly, you got to go through all seasons when it comes to relationships. And I'm talking about the mad, the sad, the good, the broke, the wealthy. Like, if you go through all this stuff and y'all stay solid through it all, that is your partner. Why would you let somebody come infiltrate that? Why would you give that up? There's zero reason to do that. That's why a family man who takes his role very serious is a very powerful man. Eventually, as a man, we gotta get back to the family building. We gotta start back building real families. And when you build real families, great things happen for generations.
Single men really should be focused on relationships and marriage. Man, for a second, imagine your life in 5, 10, 20, 30 plus years. Can you really imagine it without a committed relationship? Are you really going to date random women for the rest of your life? Can you be happy never establishing a committed relationship and or marriage? I'm just asking you to answer for yourself. I am not judging you, obviously. All the studies show that marriage, a healthy one, benefits men happier, healthier, and wiser. I get it. You've been hurt before, but we all have to be honest, me included. Isn't it better to heal, evolve, and pick an amazing spouse so you can enjoy connection, love, intimacy, health, wealth, and happiness? Next time you are at the doctor, if you even go, a wife will make sure you go. Ask him or her the life expectancy and health outcomes of single versus married men. In my 23 years of private practice as a psychologist, I have rarely met an older man who either was already married or marriage-minded. Maturity helps you see what is really important quickly. Being intentionally single for life is a bad look for most men.
My brothers, can I have a serious conversation with you? You know, we have a lot of videos about what women should do to find a husband, but we really should be looking at what men should be doing to find a wife. Now, why? On average, when you aggregate the data, married men are happier, healthier, and wealthier. Now, I'm not saying if you're single that you're less than a married man. That's ridiculous. I'm simply saying that marriage really helps men with their health, their happiness, their joy, their wealth, and just overall happiness, right? Overall, just life satisfaction. So think about it. As you get older as a man, you may not be the type that is pro-marriage, but you're certainly pro-relationship. But you're going to not date. You're not going to ever deal with women in your life. Let's be honest. And as you get older, you're going to find yourself really suffering from loneliness, right? So we need to start focusing. If you're a single man and you're getting older, if you're a young man, you're watching this, if you think that married men don't marry for a reason, you're mistaken. We want to be happier. We want to have someone to do life with. We want a friend. As you get older, physical intimacy goes way down on the list, right? It's important, but it's not what keeps you. If you don't have companionship and connection, if you're a single man, you listen to all these whack videos about staying single and believing you're the prize, you're going to end up old and lonely. I don't want that to be you.
Married men earn 10 to 40% more than unmarried men, partly due to stability, focus, and spousal support.
Yeah. And okay, so that makes sense, because I had also saw a clip where this guy was essentially saying part of the reason behind that is because if you didn't have the pressures of a wife or a family to push you to want to earn more, to be in a higher tax bracket, to bring home more money, then you would be more comfortable being right where you are, earning the minimum.
I could cut my income in half and live by myself perfectly fine.
Exactly.
It's the added, so what I'm trying to express to you right now is the added expense of
having a family,
that has caused me to earn and to attempt to earn more. That's what it is. It says for women, it only pays when they have the right partner.
That is so absolutely true. So it goes back
to what I say all the time, ladies: choose wisely. Choose wisely.
So that does make sense when it says marriages are only good when women find
the right one.
The right one.
Did you find the right one?
I feel like I did.
It feels like it. She doesn't know.
Like I was saying, the purposes in which people seek out companionship, partnership, marriage for women is completely different than that of men. So it also makes sense when a statement like that is made, that marriage only benefits or works out greatly for a woman.
Okay. Majority of the young generation of guys saying marriage doesn't benefit a man at all these days, majority of them were never married. And I can't understand why you really want to confidently narrate what you never experienced. Do we really condemn cars and aeroplanes just because of crashes? Because no matter what it is, if you are not married, you cannot really understand the benefit of marriage. And that's the reality. And that is why I'm taking this moment to celebrate those couples that are peacefully married. It is not as if they don't have their hurdles to jump, but they are peaceful. And they never had reason to go for therapies or what have you. Those are the set of people living in paradise here on earth. And that is a fact. A whole lot of marriages are like that. In fact, millions of them are out there. But we overemphasize the bad ones to really claim that is how generally women are. Meanwhile, this is not to mock those people that have problem in their marriages, because the reality is, if you can flash back, you will definitely see where you actually got it wrong. And for the fact that you got it wrong, you need to correct it and move forward. That is reality of marriage. Meanwhile, you see majority of our young guys, they will say marriage doesn't benefit a man, because in their mind they thought everything called benefit must be about money. It is not so. Marriage gives a whole lot of emotional balance to men, and that is the truth. In fact, some men are not mentally alright, because the reality of what some men are fighting their wife for is what some men are demanding from their wife. Some men will be like, my wife never called me since morning. What kind of wife is this? And that is the same thing another woman is doing to her husband. And he will be like, why are you calling me up and down? I just left the house. Are you monitoring me? What happened? Why are you calling me up and down? That is the reality. Some men are not well at all, but they don't know. Probably because of ego, or because of being the man who is spending money up due to the pressure of work where you get the money. But the problem is, you want to say, what is the benefit men get in marriage? Let us look at it this way. The only thing that can make any man unstabilized is anything that want to hurt his benefit. My dear brother out there, tell me how you feel when you got an information that your wife has a problem or your children have a problem. You are going to be unstable because that is your benefit. They give you emotional balance, and because you don't want anything to tamper them, they make you feel completed. So you think about it, it is emotional balance, and it is a big benefit. You imagine as a man, you have your wife at home, you've gone to work, and your wife has to call you that, hey my dear, I'm going to so place, I just need to inform you. And you probably order that she should not go, and she stay back. How does that make you feel? You feel like a king, like you can control your wife. And that is a benefit, because she has the right and the opportunity of going to wherever she wants to go, and then come back to come and deal with the whole shit. My dear brother, think about it. These are benefits. Because listening to you mean she is working with you, she is working along with you, she is supportive, and she support the dream for you people to build it all together. My dear brother, go and ask people who have their wife not listening to them, not supporting them. Then you will understand that your beautiful wife you have at home, doing everything accordingly, is a peaceful wife, and she is very supportive, and is a big benefit to you. But if you are using terrible women to justify every woman, even those women that are working tirelessly to support you to be a peaceful wife, to be a good wife to you, will not feel encouraged. My dear brother, I celebrate those women that are cooperative, supportive to their husband, because they are true benefit to themselves, to the family, and to their children altogether. As bad as marriage situation is in this world today, you all can listen to Chief Otedola's speech to her daughter. You people can listen to what Iyabo Ojo said to her daughter, even despite condemning herself of being stubborn. I really want you to think further, dear brothers and sisters. My dear brothers who is thinking of no benefit for men, I want you to think about it. Do you really think all these Madam Okonjo-Iweala, Madam Ibuku Awoshika, do you really think they don't have reasons sometimes to quit their marriage? Do you really think they don't have troubles in their marriage? They do, but the home that build them doesn't shape them that way. They are not quitters. They know they are going to build through rough patches, and that is what they do. And it is a benefit, not just for herself, for the husband, and for the family in entirety. It is strictly emotional balance, and it is a whole lot for men to achieve the best it can be. My dear brother, I want you to go and pay attention to those men over 40 without wives, and pay attention to women over the age of 30 without being married. Then you will understand that something must have tampered their mental health. You think deeply about this.
You must be sure that this marriage is required for your purpose. Leave all those other things that we have learned and that we speak about in culture. Love and all those other things. Children. I will speak on that next. Don't get married because you want kids, or because you have kids, or because you are pregnant. Those are not good reasons for marriage. The primary and the most important reason why you should get married is that you can see that marriage and that union are necessary for the fulfillment of your purpose and your assignment. Or, if you cannot plot marriage through the lens of purpose and assignment, you should at least be able to be sure or confirm that getting married will not hinder you from fulfilling purpose or assignment or being productive, at the very least.
Who really benefits more from marriage? Research shows men often gain more in health, happiness, and finances, but based on our divorce lawyer's professional experience, it's becoming more of a 50-50 balance.
Do you think men or women benefit more from a marriage? This has been a debate since 1970 about typical gender roles and how that affects the happiness of a marriage. This article suggests that men benefit more from marriage in terms of health, emotional support, household labor, they get less stressed. I can see how that could be true, but as a divorce attorney, I've seen a lot of different situations pan out. I've seen men getting alimony, men getting child support, them doing the child rearing. Things are definitely starting to balance out a little bit more, and things are getting to be more 50-50. But what do you think? Who benefits more, men or women?
Marriage is good for men's health. Studies show married men live longer, eat better, and feel more supported. But many of these benefits come from the care and social networks their wives create. While he gains health and support, she often takes on the emotional load, family ties, and unpaid work. Marriage should be a partnership, not a one-sided benefit.
Men are not good at this, and in fact, all the research shows marriage is better for men's health than women's health.
Because they've got somebody there.
And the men sort of poach off of the social network that the women have created. The friends, the couples, all of it. That's usually the woman's work in the relationship. And I'm using a heterogendered perspective here, but that is something that it's almost like the well runs over and the men are benefiting. If the relationship ends, men are not good at creating that for themselves. Women actually continue to maintain that. But if a woman, midlife, any part of life, enters a narcissistic relationship, the risk of isolation goes way up, so you no longer get those health benefits. So I say to everyone, please try not to isolate. But people feel shame around being in a like this person treats me terrible.
Of course.
I don't want to talk badly about my partner with all these people. What if I stay in it? Now I'm the one who looks foolish. That's the conversation people are having in their head.
It doesn't matter who needs marriage the most, but I don't like how they have wired our sisters to think that they can't have a life without marriage. Meanwhile, it is the men who really wants and benefits from it the most.
My sisters, please, do not get deceived. Do not get pressured. Don't let any man make you feel like you are the one that really wants marriage. The truth is that now men want marriage the most. Now them they benefit for marriage the most. But pride no go let them make them obvious. Rather, they go begin to gaslight you, they manipulate you. That's when you start hearing a man saying, you will soon get old in your father's house. You don't dey reach 30. You know say men no dey find woman wey be say she don't dey reach 30. Very soon you go reach menopause. Your time is ticking. They want it. Now we want them the most. We just dey gaslight. We just dey manipulate you to make you feel like you really, really need it. They are the ones that need it. Now we want them pass.
Thanks for listening to today's episode. Stay tuned for more.